Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be more of a favorites video and kind of the things that I've been into. It has been forever since I've done one of these, so I figured it was about time, and fall is my favorite season, so it always calls for a new video. Oh yeah, too, I did just finish my hair 13 hours later. My suckers are installed, dreaded in, and I'm on the road to starting the dreadlock life. So comment down below if you've got dreads, and if you do, how long you've had them. But anyway, let's get into my favorites. So recently I've had a sweater obsession. Now I guess this isn't recent. I've had it for forever. You know it's fall when all you shop for is sweaters. So first off is going to be this sweater right here. This is one I actually found at a boutique. It's like a kind of like a taupe color, so it's a little bit of like a gray brown, so I can pull this off a little bit easier with black. But it's from a boutique, but the brand is Annabelle, since a lot of boutiques share brands and you can get stuff like this online as well. But the brand is Annabelle, and it's a small medium, and it is a floor-length cardigan with tassels on the bottom. It's super cozy, and I love the intricate back to it, kind of how it's got a V down with the knit pattern on it, and then obviously the tassels on the bottom, and then it splits on the side, so it can almost like double as a blanket. And I have been living in this sweater recently. One of my favorite ones from last season that is still one of my favorites, clearly because it made it to this video, but it is a chunky sweater from Urban Outfitters. It is an army green one with chunky pockets on the front, big buttons, and it's a small, but it's freaking huge, so I roll the sleeves up, otherwise they go to like there and my hand is just non-existent. I know that this is last season, but I wanted to add it into this video just because Urban Outfitters a lot of times does the same type style sweater, just switches like color patterns and things like that. So that is where I got my chunky sweater from, and I love it. It's like super dense, so I don't have to wear a coat on top of it. Another one that I got from my boutique shopping. Now, I don't really shop at boutiques, but I was with my family and we were shopping at boutiques, and I need to start shopping at them more because I found a ton of stuff I love. And here's one of the other things that I found. It is a huge, baggy, oversized, gray, cable knit sweater. This bottom part goes past my butt, and it's also small, so it's pretty loungy and oversized. I've worn it in a couple things, but I figured I'd mention it in this video so you guys can kind of like see detail-wise. It's from a brand called Cozy Casual. Makes sense. And then in the back of it laces up, so you have more like intricacy back here, and if you wanted to wear a really pretty bralette with it, it would look really cool with this. I like to wear like a lace back one or one that's strappy, so it kind of intertwines in this. And because it's so big around here, I can wear like a crop top underneath it, and you can see the pattern all on the front. It's just a very loungy, very cozy sweater. Now, my most recent sweater, of all places, I actually found this at Meijer, alright? Don't judge me, I went in for ice cream at like 1 in the morning and then somehow ended up buying a sweater and a shirt and a whole deal. But anyways, so it is this sweater from Meijer, and the reason it's not on hangers, I was actually wearing it today, but you know, I still wanted to add it into this video. But this one is a little bit lighter weight, a little bit thinner, but it has more texture and pattern in the actual cardigan part of it. And this is a 3/4 length, which I love because sleeves can drive me crazy if I'm at work. And this is a lot lighter weight of a cardigan, so I can layer with this one and have it hanging out the bottom of a jacket or a coat or like another vest or something. And it's like a rust brown color. But I love it, clearly, because I'm wearing it today and it's in this video. But this one is about, this one reaches past like a dress length. It's more of like the back of my knees type of an area, and this one is a medium, and I typically get a cardigan at least 1 or 2 sizes bigger, so that way I have more like slouch to it. So moving on from sweaters, as you guys know, if you guys have been following me for a while, I kind of have this like shoe obsession. it's not slight, it's a whole deal. But anyways, so I've been really into knee-high boots this season, which is weird because I haven't been into knee-high boots in a long time. I've been into all about the ankle boots, but recently what I've been doing is wearing knee-high boots with like a dress and like a cardigan. It is so comfortable, guys. It's the best. It's what I wore today. But these are some of my favorite ones that I've been wearing right now. They are lace up to like the top of your ankle area. It's got a buckle strapping across the top and 3 buckles up the sides, and then it zips on so you don't have to deal with like buckling these every time. They do have a wedge to them, which I am not huge on wedges, but honestly, they're so comfortable, and I really like what the wedge does for this shoe. It's a textured material, so it doesn't look like tacky, and it blends in really well with the little bit of platform it has on the bottom. But these I actually found at Meijer, of all places, as well. I don't know, Meijer shocks me. I found like 6 pairs of boots there. Spent a lot of money, but it's fine because they were adorable and it was worth it. So the other pair of shoes that I have been digging and you guys have been seeing a lot of in my posts, and I've gotten a ton of questions on where I've gotten them, so I figured I'd just add them in a video for you. But they've been these little suckers, my platform shoes. Basically self-explanatory, they're platform. I have a lot of back issues, so I have to wear an insert in my shoe because my legs aren't the same length and it's a whole situation. But I have to have comfortable shoes because otherwise I'll be in excruciating pain in my back and I'll have a hard time breathing, things like that. So honestly, everybody thinks that these are like the most uncomfortable things ever just by looking at them. They are my favorite shoes because of how much padding they have on the bottom. It absorbs all the shock from stepping and walking before it can get to my joints. So it's a lot less stress on my back, on my hips, on my knees, and all of that. They lace up the front. They're squared off toe, which I love because I have really wide feet. So it helps so they're not squeezing on the sides. And these are actually from a brand called Demonica. I can put it in the description box for you guys, but they make a ton of different kinds of platforms. This is just their basic style. I can't tell you exactly what it is because I don't remember, but I mean, you should be able to find them by a picture. They're squared off toe with a pretty chunky bottom. But they have all different colors and patterns and textures, and they're not crazy expensive. I mean, they are more expensive, but they are super durable. Like, I think I paid 80 bucks, 80, 90 bucks for those. So that's really not too bad, especially if they're going to last you for a while. And these have been through a lot, let me tell you. So moving on to accessories. Now, I don't have a whole lot for this, but I have been wearing a lot of like homemade stone jewelry, which I've been finding from a couple different places on Instagram. And actually that would be where I would check out details for all like the stone jewelry that I wear, because I tag it in all my pictures when I'm wearing it. But I can't give you like an online website to go to for everything because we'd be here until I'm dead. So we're just going to go into like the basic of some of my statement jewelry. These are just a couple of them, but this is like a matte metal chunky gold one, and it sits right here, so it's perfect for like a v-neck or like if you're layering some necklaces, because it's skinny enough where it won't stick out but like past those. Here's another one that I have, which has a rose gold, silver, and a gold, and it's more of like a texture pattern. Almost looks like a dented metal. And then the last one that I got is this guy here. It's got like tassel pieces of metal, and it has the same dented texture as the other one, and it is a matte gold. And I actually got all of these from Walmart. Walmart stepped up their game like a hell of a lot. I'm definitely impressed, so good job, Walmart. Another place that I've been loving to find hoops, which I find a lot of my hoops from like Walmart, Target, Meijer, all of that jazz, JCPenney even, I found a couple. But one of my favorite places recently to shop for like body jewelry has been Arctic Buffalo. So this is one of the pairs of hangers that I've got recently. You guys have seen them a lot in pictures because I've been wearing them all the time. These are rose quartz, and they are individual, like they are custom made, so no two stone is the same. So the two stones that I have mine made out of are not the same because obviously crystals can't be cut the same direction. So I think that they're really cool and have an intricate design and texture, and they're really good quality. They're super lightweight, not like they're heavy obviously because they're hangers, they're weights, they're supposed to pull your ear down a little bit, but they don't hurt. So I almost don't even notice that they're there. But I have been really digging on those. And another thing I wanted to add into this, which I've never done before, is kind of the movies and like TV shows and books and things I've been reading. So with one of the books that I've been reading, it's kind of like a self-help book. I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of books, so that's why I'm mentioning this one in the video, because if you're not, I highly recommend this one. It's called The ABCs of Attitude. I struggle a lot with positivity on things, and this book is probably my favorite book that I've ever read before. It has influenced me a lot, and I'm not even done with it yet. I'm like 3/4 of the way done, and I'll probably reread this and then read it again, because I feel like this is one of those books that can be a constant reminder that whatever you've got going on, look at it from the bright side, because everybody goes through like hills and valleys, and it's all about how you look at it, and it's about seeing the glass half full rather than half empty. So I've been really loving this. As far as the fiction and the fun books that I've been reading, which don't get me wrong, this is a great read. You got to get past the first chapter, but it's a good read. But the other book that I've been reading is called True Dark, and the reason why I got this is honestly, I was just at the store and it was like on the bookshelf and just chilling there, and I was reading the back of it and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's about these two sisters, and they're like this whole like religious cult, and then witches, and they're like fighting and having a war, and they're trying, one of the sisters is evil and one of them's good, and they both have babies, and they're like trying to sacrifice the babies or something, but one of the girls doesn't want that to happen, so she's protecting them. It's a whole situation, and it's been pretty good. I was confused as crap for the first couple chapters. I was like, I don't even know what I'm reading, but I'm going to keep reading, and it's actually turned out pretty good. Apparently there's another one called True Fire, and I think there's one called like True Light, which I don't know if this is the right one, like if the first one you're supposed to read or not, but I picked it up and it's been pretty good so far, so that's probably why I was lost at the beginning. So if you're looking on getting into this series, I would probably check to see if this is the first one or not, because I'm not quite so sure it is. So as far as TV shows go, one of the ones that I just finished, and I actually finished that little too fast because it was such a good TV show, was Peaky Blinders. It's a Netflix original show, and it's about like the early like 19th century, like 20th century type of TV show about a gangster family in Birmingham, and it is so good. Highly recommend that one. Another show that I watched that was really good was Frontier. I finished that one super fast too. That one's about like this 16th century fur trades or something like that. It's something like ridiculous, the beginning, like early settlement, and that one was super good. So the main character in it is Jason Momoa, I think is how you say his name, and he was in Game of Thrones, and he is hot as fuck. So definitely like the Frontier TV show. It was quite wonderful. And then who else? What was the other one I was watching? Oh, I started watching Ozark. That one's super good. That one's about like this family who gets wrapped into like a drug cartel and has to launder money, and it's a whole thing. It's really good too. I like the intricate shows that make you think but have like the drama. I'm not somebody who likes drama, I just like to watch it. So that one's a really good one. And then I've been into Gossip Girl. Don't know really how that one happened. I just clicked on it and just kept watching it, and I'm in like season 3 already, and it's been like 2 weeks. It's fine. That's just how I roll. So that's everything for this video. It's kind of a mixture of life and clothing and accessories. Oh, another thing I've been obsessed with recently is obviously seasonal drinks at Starbucks. Way too much money goes to Starbucks in fall and winter, but it's fine because it's totally worth every sip. and every penny. So let me know down below what your favorite Starbucks drink is so I can try it. Also let me know what books you're into reading because I'm always on the lookout now. And then also what TV shows you've been liking because I clearly roll through TV shows pretty dang fast. But that's everything for this video. I will see you guys next time. Make sure you follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. Instagram is the place to go to keep up on all my fashion things, hair things, life things. So definitely check that one out. And the other ones are like video notifications, random things. So if you just want to follow me on everything, you're more than welcome to. I don't care. But that's everything for this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.